Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast, hello, 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 hello. It is wonderful connecting with you, saying hi, hello. How do you do? What is happening? What is going on with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings. I speak unto you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 yes. Let's do it. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. For those who will be on and I don't know you on and I might not never know you on, I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this girl, let's make it do what it do. Okay. Good morning, cousin. Good morning. Good morning. All is well. I love you right back. So yeah, let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Okay. So today I am talking about this notion of um having life principles, allowing the principles that we set for ourselves in life to make the rules, if you will, for our life. Right? Having the principles in life, the rules and well, having life principles and allowing those life principles to inform us or to make our life rules. So what do I mean? What am I saying here? So one of my primary life principle is the principle of love. That is my primary life principle. So no matter what, and I ain't saying it's easy because sometimes it gets really hard. Well, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's a true statement. I think what gets really hard is when I'm not flowing in love. That's what really gets hard. I mean, the truth of the matter is it's not to my flesh. Okay? Let's just speak the truth. To my flesh, it's not always easy to flow in love. To my flesh. But for what love brings, it's easier than other things. It's easier because when I flow with what love brings, then I am clear more often than not about things. I have clarity. I have direction, right? I have clarity, direction. I have insight, right? I know it's easier. So what am I saying to you is what are or is your life's rule? What rules your life? What thought rules your life? So I really live by the idea that love wins. That love wins. Love wins. Love conquers all the things. Love wins, love conquers. And um and if I am not flowing in love, then I'm losing. I'm losing. So that principle of love, that principle of love guides how I will show up in my life. It guides what I will and will not do. It guides what I will and will not say, what conversations I will and will not be a part of. The principle of love, it's going to dictate all that. right? It's going to dictate my life. That's just the thing. Love is going to dictate my life because I have given myself to that. I've given myself to that. And it does not fail. It does not fail because life will do what it does. And it will bring difficult times. It will bring challenges. It will bring opportunities for growth and expansion. I mean, it just will. And we will have to decide what we do from there, right? We'll have to decide we'll have to decide when it happens, how am I going to show up? Like, what is going to be my truth for me? When life happens in that way. Good morning, Virginia from Virginia. Happy Monday to you too, my sister. Happy Monday. Right? Because for me, good morning, Erica. Hey, honey bun. For me, having life principles give me more security because I don't have to wonder. So not in a blind way. Not in a blind way, right? Because I don't have to wonder about what's my truth or about my appropriate behavior, my appropriate life response. Like, I don't have to wonder what's going to be my answer to a situation or what's going to be my response. And I always have what do you want to call it? I always have a metric by which to assess my appropriateness of responding. I always have a measure with which to assess. And if my response is not, it falls outside of the purview of love, I got to go do some work. I don't care. It doesn't matter what somebody else has done or hasn't done, because my responses are not contingent upon somebody else's responses. That's called imprisonment. Right? That's called imprisonment. If my responses are contingent upon somebody else's responses, right? That is called imprisonment, right? And so I can't afford to be imprisoned by somebody's response or lack thereof. I just can't afford to, because think about this. If I know how I'm going to show up to life, no matter what, it's easier. Can you see that? It's easier. If I know that I'm going to show up to life from a place of love, it's just easier for me to show up. Good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. Yeah, I don't have to, when I don't have to do a whole lot of thinking about nothing, okay? In the sense of my life principles and what's acceptable and not acceptable for me, when we don't have to do a whole lot of thinking around that, it just really makes life smoother. So I might not like something that happened. I might not like or appreciate something that somebody said. I might not like or appreciate their approach to a particular thing. I might not. But let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. I might not like it, but I might not like it, but whether I like it or not really is irrelevant. Ultimately, it comes down to my actions must be determined by this life principle of love. It has to be. It has to be. And so if we respond to our feelings in the moment, and that's what dictates how we show up to life, y'all, we're gonna be all over the place. We don't know how we're gonna respond. We don't even know what our actions gonna be. There is no way of determining what you gonna do or say if your feelings dictate how you show up to life. Now, I'm not anti-feelings. I'm huge on emotional awareness. I'm huge on emotional mastery. I'm huge on that. And mastery means that you know what you feel. You have a good sense of why you feel it. You know what you need when you feel that feeling. And you know how to shift your feeling if you need to. Emotional mastery, okay? I'm huge on that. Spend a lot of my time, my energy learning about it, teaching it, all of that. I think it's a powerful way to live. But at the end of the day, you got to have something that supersedes your emotions. You got to have some rules around how you show up in dealing with your emotions, because if you don't, they will have you all over the place. And when you look back at your actions, at your words, when you look back, beloved, you will see how living from a place of emotions dictated some, I'm gonna use this word on purpose, some crazy responses, some non-life-giving responses on our behalf. So no, feel what you feel. Honor those feelings. Absolutely. Feel what you feel. Honor them. They are messengers for you. But don't let them be the ruler. Don't let them be the ruler, the dictator. Don't allow them to be the ruler and the dictator. Because you, beloved, will find yourself in a difficult place if you allow your emotions to rule and regulate and dictate to you. Brian, hey, my sister. So good to see you. Good morning, girl. Good morning. So no, we don't have space in life for our emotions to rule and regulate. Anyway, that's not really the message this morning. The message is we all have to have our personal life principles. Our personal life principles. So our values, it's another way of saying it, right? Our personal values. Love is my top value. Love is my top life value. It's at the top of the list for me, beloved. It's at the top. And I think honor is my second one. And honor is my second one. Like, I might not like you, but I'm not going to dishonor you. I'm not. I'm going to speak the truth in love, and I'm going to do it in the most appropriate of times, because some conversations are not appropriate to have in the open. And sometimes, depending on your actions, my response to you may feel dishonorable if I'm holding you accountable for your actions in a public forum. Like, that is never my preference. I don't ever want to have to do that. If you've cut up, I want to pull you to the side and have some back in the room conversations and say, hey, that's what I want to do. But if you cut up in public and other public people are at risk, and I've got leadership position, I just might have to hold you accountable in public. Now, I'm not going to find any joy in that. Like, actually, my heart is going to be really disturbed and really heavy at the fact that there was no other choice. Because believe you me, this principle of love drives me to find other choices and other opportunities. So by the time we get to the public display, you probably have had a lot of warnings, probably way too many. I probably let it go on too long from a place of grace. I probably have, because it is not my preference, beloved. It is not. But I will, for the betterment of all of us, including you. And so, what's my point? Love wins. That principle, that life principle of mine, love wins. And so I will take some hits for love. I will. Some emotional hits. Now I'm not gonna be beat up, but sometimes hits come and just doing life. Like, sometimes, those who we love, like, they doing life and they flailing and all kinds of things, and they hit. And I'll take some hits for life, but you don't get to beat me up. I'm gonna move out the way once I realize that there's a hit or a punch or whatever coming. I'm gonna do my best to move out the way. And sometimes I know I might not move quick enough. And that's okay. I'm gonna get back in the ring. We're gonna have some conversations, and I'm gonna get on some protective gear moving forward, because you won't get to sucker punch me or mistake punch me again too easily. Because when I know that it's possible, I'm gonna make the adjustment. I'm not one of those sit on the sideline and say, you better, you ought to, you were supposed to. Not when it come to my well-being. I'm like, oh, that's possible. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit of distance. Maybe we had 3 feet in between us. Nah, I'm gonna double that. I'm still hanging there when it matters to me. I'm still hanging there. I'm not throwing in the towel that easily. I'm not built like that. If it's one of those things that are valuable to me, I'm going for it. I am going for it. I'm hanging and try to work the thing out. But beloved, okay. All right. So this week, I just want you to start thinking about your life principles. Where your life principles create, right, the rules. It creates your boundaries, your borders. It creates the appropriateness, right? What you declare to be appropriate and not appropriate for your life. So I'm inviting you to that. Be clear about what that is. Okay. My top one is love. My top one. My personal life principle, top one is love. Everything else got to fall behind that. All right, beloved, I love you. I value you. I appreciate you. I really do. And at the moment Abba gave us our breath, me and you, we forfeited, we relinquished. You and I gave up the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing. I know I ain't got the right to not be amazing. Have a fantastic week. Let's go, y'all. Let's do it. Bye-bye.